Alright, what's up guys, and welcome to this new Warcraft Legacies video. So in this video, we are going to be covering the Empire of Lordaeron. So this faction is like one of the most classic faction of Azeroth Wars. It's basically also the first faction you play in Warcraft 3 because you play as Arthas and Uther and the human campaign. So this should be very familiar to a lot of players that played the campaign of Warcraft 3. As you can see already, you start with a gold mine. And yeah, let's get right into it. So, this faction, and let's zoom out a bit. This faction starts like any normal factions, and of course the resource will soon appear. Don't worry about that. Here we go, resources. So, we'll just build like normal. We'll build an altar, we'll build a barrack, and there we go. First quest. The Blacklock Clan is taking over Alterac. They must be eliminated for the safety of Lordaeron. So we need to kill Jubeitas, and we need to control this area. And these orcs will attack us, so we need to be ready. And actually, I need to name this Black Rock and Roll. I mean, that's the name of the campaign, right? So I'll name it that. So our first mission will be to control the Blackrock. But also, we start as the biggest faction. We have 3 control points, but we have all this land here that is under our control. So we basically do not have to build any houses, farms. All of this territory is already ours, and it gives us basically the max population. But remember that cultists from the last video will be corrupting structures. So we basically, our first army, we do not want to go attack Blackrock, and we're not powerful enough anyway. So we actually want to be destroying buildings already and start to prevent the spread of corruption. So right now there's no cultists, but we're going to mimic it. So let's say with this army, I would be already destroying like this building and making sure that the corruption doesn't spread, like in the campaign basically. So we're going to train our forces, and we're going to go to tier 2 really fast. And if we check our quest, our next quest would be to control Stradolm, Caradaro, and Strombrad. So where are these? Well, Stradolm is here, and to control it, we need to finish our first quest. You will control all of Stradolm. Caradaro is here, the Skullomens. So this one is a big creep camp. It's pretty powerful. And finally, Strombrad is just this little village over here. So we're going to go back. We're going to start making our way over to our objectives. And remember that normally the Scarlet Crusade is also helping us clear out the villages. So we have time to go fight here. And let me lower the sound effect just a tiny bit. Right, we're going tier 2. We've got our mine going. We're gonna start some lumber. There we go. We lured the creep camp, but they're not gonna stay long. So we're just gonna focus on the smaller camps for now. We're gonna get some huntsmen. Alright, so now we're tier 2. So we're going to go for a chapel really quickly. That will enable us to get some casters. And some healers, which will be very important. Cool. So the early game of Lordaeron is really like a melee game. You get some army, you creep. Eventually the orcs will attack us really shortly. So we need to be ready for that. It should be any second now, actually. They should start attacking us. Okay. And now we get our chapel. And so we're gonna get some pastors and the upgrade. And we also... Oh, there are the orcs. Also, we'll want to get Magic Sentry in a normal game because we need to detect the cultists. So right now, I'm not really bothering, but eventually, yeah, it would be really important to find a cultist. Okay, we're going to move to Strandbrad over here, the small village. And here we see we have other allies getting attacked over the world, but we're not gonna care about that because we're Lordaeron. So, just to cheat a bit, we're going to who's your daddy. We're gonna accelerate the process. There we go. Now we're just missing these two. So we're going to send these guys over here. There we go. Instant or killing. Alright, so first quest complete. And here we go. We gain access to Stratholme over here and a port. That's very important because shipyards are not buildable except if you go for tier 4. And let me show you. Tier 4 is a very expensive upgrade, 500, and it unlocks your most advanced units and all. So this enables us to build ships even though we're not at tier 4 yet. And some factions have that, but not all of them. As you can see, ships cost a lot of wood. And if I gain the resources, they also take a while to train. So this looks quick, but it's actually pretty slow considering we have Warp 10. So ships are extremely powerful, but they're expensive, and so that's a very critical part of this map, that ships take a long time to build, they're very expensive, but they're extremely powerful. So having an armada and build up and keep your ship alive is very important in this map. Okay, so this gives us a nice city over here, and yeah, a gate, some towers. We're going to go back here though and focus on some stuff. So we had the aviary here, that's our last building, and some shops. And here we have the Northrend expedition. So you see the shores of Northrend, we need to research the expedition, and the Skullman needs to be destroyed. The Skullman is over here, it's inside here. The thing about the Skullman is that it's locked right now. We need to wait for plagues, or this quest needs to happen after the purge has happened. Just like the campaign, it's very important. Okay, so we're going to move to the Skullmans. We're going to train our Captain Falric, some knights, maybe some Silverhand Squires. They're anti-undead units. Great. So let's go. And as we unlock Capital City, you will see that the triumphant music will start, because this is like our main quest is done to unlock all of our buildings. There we go. Here we go. This is Capital City. And with Capital City unlocked, we can train Uther. Now we'll just be missing Morgraine. As you can see, some heroes have different colors. This is just to represent the colors they had in the campaign. So Uther was always light blue, so this is just a callback to the campaign in this sense. We still cannot enter the Skullman, so we need to wait for Plague. We're not gonna wait for Plague, but this was just a showcase of this faction. Finally, to showcase their elite unit. So here we have the Pegasus Knight that we need to unlock. And these are very powerful anti-air units. And finally, if we complete this quest, we can train the Eagles. For this, we need to go through Northrend, so this is much later in the game. Alright, once we have tier 4, we can train our most powerful unit, the Paladin. The Paladins are extremely strong. They have Holy Light, Divine Shield, Consecrated Strike, Resurrection, Reincarnation, so they're really strong. But as normal casters, we need to upgrade them. So the first upgrade grants us Resurrection, and the second upgrade gives us Reincarnation. These are probably among the best tanks in the game. They're extremely tanky, they can heal each other, so let's say they get attacked, you can simply use them to heal each other. So this is Lordaeron, a very steadfast faction. Of course, you seem to have an enormous territory, but you need to be wary because the cultists will spread the plague and all that. So it's not as easy as it looks. You need to basically clear out the brigands and all of these lands while making sure that the cultists are taken care of. I hope you liked this Lordaeron presentation. This is the second faction to be showcased and the start of many more. And I'll catch you guys next time, tomorrow actually, so stick around for more information about Warcraft Legacies.